I stopped training just for size and my physique got better. All right, in this video, I'm gonna give you guys the exact athlete focused split that I use to build this physique. Let's get straight into it. So before I started training like an athlete, I had a big problem before, right? Before I was just trying to specifically train to be a bodybuilder. And this is like good, right? If you're trying to build a good physique, this is amazing. If you're trying to build a great physique. But the only problem with this is that you're going to be lacking in other areas, right? You see videos all the time of just these big, huge people who have all this muscle mass, but they just like don't move right. Like they move really slowly. They they're not really mobile, right? And we need to fix this. So that's what the big problem was for me. I was kind of lacking in other areas, right? My physique was improving and it was showing, but I was really just lacking in other areas, right? The way I would function just wasn't well. My mobility was terrible. My athleticism was terrible. My speed was terrible. I was slow. I was stiff, right? And it wasn't until a few months ago when I started focusing more on my athleticism where I started improving in those areas. So I became more flexible, mobile, more athletic. But now with this split that I'm gonna give you guys in this video, it's gonna like 10x the progress that it took me to take to get where I'm at currently, right? The reason why this split that I'm gonna give you guys in this video is gonna be so good is because this is gonna take care of everything, but in like a faster way. So whenever you start implementing the split, you're gonna notice you're gonna still have basically the same exact physique you had whenever you were focused on bodybuilding. You're gonna basically have the same amount of strength, except you're gonna be way more mobile, way more athletic, and you're just gonna feel way quicker on your feet, right? And it feels so good just to feel like explosive with your legs, your feet, right? It feels great. So this split is basically gonna focus on maximizing your strength because we still want to, build a great physique. It's gonna be maximizing your speed, stamina, explosiveness, right? All these things are gonna correlate to just having a good looking body and just functioning well. Okay. So this split's going to be very intense. Okay. You're only going to have one rest day a week. And if it's too much for you, you can always narrow it down because I'm about to give you guys a split right now. If it's too much for you, you can always build yourself into it. You don't have to do the exact split that I'm about to give you. Just use it as like a framework. Use it as a guide. Okay. You don't have to do everything. I'm going to give you guys some alternatives too for the people who don't want to work out 6 days a week. All right. So stay tuned. I'm going to give you guys a split right now. So on Monday, you want to focus on hitting your legs. All right, so we're gonna basically do a whole leg day on Monday. We're not gonna do a typical gym leg day where you go there, you hop on, you do some squats, you do the leg machines. We're not gonna do that. Instead, the plan is gonna be you do some Bulgarian split squats, right? You're not gonna do like the barbell back squats. We're just gonna do Bulgarian split squats. Like do like 2 sets of those. That's gonna be very good for just building more strength in your legs, and it's gonna help a lot more just feeling more explosive, and it's gonna make your legs feel a lot better whenever it recovers, of course. All right, so what we're gonna do is Bulgarian split squat. We're gonna do calf raises and a few tib raises. Okay, that's all we're doing for the legs. Only 3 workouts, light workouts. Calf raises and tib raises, those are so light, like anyone can do that. Okay, obviously you're gonna put weight on them, and then you're gonna do Bulgarian split squats. All right, and then after that, the same day you want to hit your core. You want to hit your core muscles because having a strong core is gonna help with balance, stabilization. It's gonna make your abs pop out more. So you're gonna get a lot of benefits. You're gonna get the best of both worlds from working out the core. You're gonna get your aesthetics, your strength, and your athleticism all in three by just working out the core. So what I do for my core is I just like find a little video on TikTok or YouTube of just like some core workouts you can do at home. All right, that's all I do. I don't overthink it. I don't, get equipment for my abs. Literally, all you gotta do for building strong abs is just do core workouts at home. You can find just so much core workouts on the internet that you can find. So just find one that works for you, and that's what I did. Me personally, I can't tell you all the reason why I'm not going to tell you guys the exact one I use is I can't even remember everything off the top of my head because every time I use that core workout, I just go in the video and I just kind of take my mind off of things. And I just focus fully on the core workout itself. All right, but basically for Monday, you just want to hit legs and you want to hit your core. This is going to be great for building both athleticism, strength, and aesthetics because it's going to basically hit everything that you need to. All right, and it's going to be very good for building that explosiveness in your legs, and it's going to make you feel a lot more better whenever you're doing day-to-day activities and just trying to be more mobile in general. A quick tip real quick before we get to the next day. A quick tip is you want to be stretching every single day, twice a day before your workout, before we go to bed, and actually right as soon as you wake up too. So you actually want to stretch 3 times a day. Before workout, as soon as you wake up, and before you go to bed. So stretch 3 times a day. This is going to maximize your mobility. It's going to prevent injury, and it's going to make you feel a lot better. Tuesday is going to be a push day. All right, so what we're going to do on push day is we're going to specifically focus on hitting the chest, the shoulders, and the triceps. All right, so all you got to do for this chest day or push day, is just use one compound lift, right? One that focuses on hitting the chest, shoulders, and triceps all in one workout. Some good examples of this can be your bench press, right? Your incline bench press, your incline dumbbell press, incline Smith machine, right? All these presses I recommend you do. The one I recommend you do the most is going to be an incline dumbbell press or an incline Smith machine press, because this will focus on hitting your upper chest, and this is going to make your physique look a lot more fuller and better, of course. Also, what you can do is you can just do a chest press movement, and this is still going to kind of hit everything too, and it's going to focus on your chest a little bit more. So if you don't want to do any of this bench press variations, just do some chest press, and it's going to work out the same muscles for the most part. After that compound lift, you want to do 2 isolation exercises for each muscle group. So for chest, you want to hit 2 isolation exercises. I made a whole video of my chest workout routine. So after this video, you can check it out. All right, and then you want to do 2 isolation exercises for your shoulders, right? And you'll do 2 isolation exercises for your triceps. Okay, and that's what you can do for push day. After that, I recommend you just hop in the sauna and steam room. That's gonna be easy cardio right there. Matter of fact, I got a quick tip for you guys. Every time you finish your workout, hop in the sauna and the steam room, and that's free cardio right there. All right, free cardio. You're gonna get really lean by just doing that itself. Or what you can do is you can just do actual cardio and like go for a run, play a sport, go on the treadmill, all right, those type of stuff. But what I like to do is that every time I get done with the lift, I like to just hop in the sauna and just chill in there for like 20 minutes, and it gets the heart racing and it feels great after I get out of there. Okay. And whenever you go hop in the sauna, you prevent injury risk. The only thing about the sauna is that you got to protect your balls because you do not want to, get any damage down there from the heat. Okay. But other than that, if you're trying to like not get injured, hop in the sauna, and that's like the easiest form of cardio that you can do. Okay. Now for Wednesday, this is gonna be your pool day. So I know this is back to back. So if you don't want to do this back to back, if you just want to take a rest day, what you can do is you can combine your push and your pull day all on the same day. So on Tuesday, or maybe you take the rest day on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday you go to the gym and you just hit your full upper body for the most part, right? For your pull day, what you're gonna do is you're gonna start your workout with a compound movement again. So what I like to do is do some pull-ups. So I do like 2 sets of pull-ups. This is gonna work out your whole back muscles. Okay. And basically what a pull day is, it's gonna work out your back and your biceps if you don't know already. But what I like to do is I like to start my workout with pull-ups, and then I'm gonna do 2 isolation exercises for each muscle group again. So I do like 2 isolation exercises for my lats, my upper back area, and then I would finish off with some bicep curls, right? So some bicep curls, some hammer curls, preacher curls, whatever bicep workouts you want to do. And that's what I like to do for my pool day. Once you get done with the workout, you can decide different cardio options. You can do the sauna again. You can go for a walk. You can go for a run. You can play a sport. There's so much options you can do just to hit your cardio without getting injured. Okay. But basically, hitting this push and pull day on these last 2 days, it's gonna be great for just maximizing your strength for the upper body. And by the time it's like Wednesday, your legs are a lot less sore, so it feels great. Thursday, what I like to do is you can do a rest day for Thursday, but what I like to do is I like to just put some practice into the sport I'm playing for cardio. So I like to do like 30 minutes of cardio on Thursday. So, for example, I like to do a little basketball workout on my Thursdays. So, like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, just focus fully on basketball, trying to improve my basketball skills, improve my shooting, improve my dribbling. All right. And this is going to be a great form of cardio. What you can do instead is you just go and hop in the sauna for like 20 minutes today. Like today, you're not gonna do a lift on this Thursday. All right, you're just gonna take it easy. So I like to do some form of cardio. But if you don't want to, push yourself by doing like movement cardio, just hop in the sauna. Like I said, the sauna is a cheat code, guys. You gotta be utilizing that. All right. And by the time Friday rolls around, all your muscles from the Tuesday and the Wednesday, all that is gonna be so much more fresh. Of course, if you're not used to training like this, it's not gonna be fresh, but it's gonna be very sore. Like your whole body, if you train like this, like right away, without like building up into it, your whole body is just gonna feel extremely sore. But if you're kind of used to just doing a lot of training, your body's gonna be used to it. Your body's gonna be fresh on by the time Friday rolls around. So on Friday, I like to do is I like to just fully focus on just building certain muscles. So instead of doing like a push pull leg day, right? What you're gonna do on this day is you're just gonna focus on muscles you want to grow. So basically, what you do is you look at your physique, you discover the weak points that you want to fix, and then that's what the muscles you hit. So for example, if you have really weak shoulders and a weak chest area, you should focus on that. So on Friday, you would then go do like 3 chest isolation exercises, maybe two to three chest isolation exercises, and then like 2 shoulder isolation exercises. You just fully focus on putting as much strength on those areas as possible, right? That's how you're gonna maximize growth in those areas so you can fix your weak points. So now, before we get to Saturday, so now, based off these just 5 days, you're gonna be a lot more explosive with your legs. Your physique's gonna be getting bigger, and your weak points are gonna get stronger. All right, so and while you're doing this, you're gonna be getting lean too because all the cardio you're doing every session. All right, and I forgot to say after the Friday, After that lift, you want to go in the sauna and sit there for like 20 minutes again. All right. Basically, you're going to be hopping in the sauna or you're going to be doing some sort of cardio every single day. All right. That's like the key thing you need to know. All right. Now, Saturday, this is going to be kind of intense. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to be doing sprints and we're going to do swimming. All right. So, depending on your body type, depending on your build, this varies on how much sprints you should do. If you're an ectomorph like me, you can do 6 to 8 sets of sprints. All right. That's a lot, but it's going to be really good because us ectomorphs are really good at just going for long distances. If you're either an endomorph or mesomorph, you can definitely lower it. So, you can go for maybe 3 sets, 2 to 4 sets. I'd say 2 to 4 sets, like the sweet spot. 3 sets is really good too, of just sprints. All right, but if you're ectomorph and you're really shredded and lean, definitely do 6 to 8. That's gonna be amazing. But if not, do like 2 to 4, maybe 4 to 6, depending on how you feel. All right, sprinting is very uncomfortable though, so I think a lot of you guys are gonna want to try doing the bare minimum on that. All right, but then after the sprints, you're gonna go and do box jumps. So you're gonna do 20 reps of box jumps. Okay, you can take rests in between if you can't do 20 at a time. All right, but basically you get one of those boxes and you just jump on it 20 times as high as possible, as explosive as possible. Every jump you want it to be extremely explosive. All right. And what this workout's going to do, this plyometric workout, what this is going to do is it's going to make your legs a lot more faster, more athletic. And so combining this sprint day or this plyometric day with your leg day on Monday, you're basically going to be getting the best worlds, and you're going to have really strong, just explosive rocket legs, right? That's what we're going for whenever we're trying to maximize our athleticism, okay? And it's also just going to make you feel a lot more explosive, and faster, and more mobile altogether, all right? And then after you get done with this workout, you want to go for a swim. So what I like to do is I like to do like 500 meters of just straight up swimming. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you can do freestyle, you can do backstroke, you can do butterfly, you can do breaststroke. There's a lot of swimming you can do. If you're a beginner, I recommend just sticking to freestyle and breaststroke. If you're more advanced, you can do freestyle, not breaststroke. You can do freestyle, backstroke, and you can do butterfly. Butterfly is obviously gonna be the most, fatiguing. It's gonna be the hardest, but this is gonna maximize your gains. All right, and now Sunday, this is gonna be a complete rest day. All right, take the day out, take it easy. You're gonna be feeling very fatigued by Sunday, so just take Sunday off. Relax, go to church, have a good day, watch some sports. All right, have a just chill day. If you still want to hit cardio on Sunday, what you can do is you can go like for a bike ride. This is gonna be good for the joints, or you can go for like a really light swim so you can get some active recovery going on. Or you can hop in the sauna because the sauna, like I said, no fatigue in the sauna. Like I said, the only thing about the sauna is you just gotta watch out with your balls. So what you can do is you can like ice pack and just put it right under your balls, and you'll be good. So that is the exact split that's gonna maximize everything. All right, if you want to learn more about this stuff, you can join my program link in the description, where we basically talk about how to build a Batman-like body that focuses on strength, aesthetics, athleticism, so you can build the strongest, healthiest, athleticist, not even a word, but most athletic body that you can get. All right. So if you're interested, top link in the description for that. You'll see more details. All right. Now, some extra tips I'm going to give you guys is going to be cardio daily. So you want to make sure you're hitting cardio every single day. You want to be in a caloric surplus where you'll basically be eating above your maintenance. The reason why I want to do this is so we can maximize the amount of nutrients going into our body. All right. And you can get away with doing this because you're going to be extremely lean from all the cardio we've been doing. All right. So basically, you're going to get both the best worlds again. You're going to be extremely lean while you're getting all the nutrients needed in your body. Also, every meal you eat, make sure it's 100% clean. All right. Try to eat whole foods, some leafy greens. Keep it very simple. A lot of carbs, right? You're going to feel great. A lot of protein. And also, whenever you're lifting, focus on hypertrophy. So this is going to be long rep ranges every workout, right? So you want to go for like 12 reps a workout. That's a good example. All right, make sure you're doing progressive overloads. So try to get stronger every lift. And also, every time you're doing a lift, focus on your muscle activation. So if you're trying to work out the lats, focus on hitting the lats. If you're trying to focus on the biceps, focus on the biceps. All right. And basically, how you do this is you just kind of feel the muscle, right? You feel the muscle. You know how you can like flex your bicep? You just want to feel the muscle before, and then you just want to get the stretch when you work out. And whenever you do it like this, whenever you genuinely feel the muscle to get hit, whenever you're working out, you're gonna make way more gains than the person who just kind of goes with the motions of things. All right. So if you want to make better gains at the gym, focus on muscle activation. All right. So if you're doing a lat movement, make sure it's hitting the lats. Make sure you feel the lats. If you don't feel the lats, then you gotta learn how to deal with your lats when doing these workouts. All right, there's so much videos on the internet just to continue learning about stuff like this. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you found this video valuable, drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you can never miss an upload. Leave a comment down below if you're gonna be trying to split. All right, and like I said, if this split is too much for you, take some of it off. So what you can do is you can combine days together. You can combine Tuesday and Wednesday. So push and pull, do that all on the same day. You can do do your leg day separately. But basically, what you can do is you can combine them, right? You don't have to do the isolation weak point focus on Friday. You don't have to do that. And what you can do is basically Monday, you can do your legs, right? Wednesday, you do your full upper body. Thursday, Friday, you take off. Saturday, you do the sprints and swim. That's all you gotta do. It's not that much if you like put everything together. It's only like 3 days to work out. The only reason why I like to do 6 is because I like to be extra. All right. But you don't have to do 6 days if you don't want to. Only if you want to. All right. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.